If you're buying or selling a home here in Denver, you may come across something called a post-closing occupancy agreement. But what is it and why might you need one? We're here to answer that question. I'm Jason Dalbey, team lead with the Denver Group, and thanks for joining. A post-closing occupancy agreement is a legal document that binds the buyer and the seller as a new relationship between landlord and tenant. And this document allows the seller to stay in the home after closing for a short period of time. This might happen if the seller needs extra time to move or possibly waiting for their future home to close. And so it offers them a lot of flexibility so they don't have to do the dreaded double move. It's important for this agreement to spell out a lot of details that can add uncertainty later on, like how long the seller's willing to stay there. Is there any rent that's being paid? And then who's responsible for maintenance, utilities during the course of that time? You have to, again, remember that the relationship is no longer buyer to seller. It is landlord-tenant, which offers a very different type of relationship. It's crucial for both parties to agree on these terms before entering the agreement so there's no misunderstandings during the course of the transaction. In Denver's competitive real estate market, post-closing occupancy agreements are fairly common. They can make transactions work a lot smoother, especially with that seller knowing that they have time after the closing to stay in that house. It's important to work with your real estate professional and potentially even an attorney to make sure all the details are spelled out correctly. One major tip that we see is that the new buyers actually assume any water billings that may happen. So Denver Water will transfer to the new owner, and you actually want that to be the case because here in Denver and in Colorado, water is a lienable utility. And so the last thing you want is for that seller to stop paying the water and then Denver Water puts a lien on your property. If you have questions about buying or selling in Denver or about post-closing occupancy agreements, we are here to help. Again, my name is Jason Dalbey. I am the team lead with the Denver Group, and we would love nothing more than to answer your questions. Thank you.